Good morning, everybody. Gonna do a video this morning. It's Monday. It's before 8 o'clock in the morning. We're actually gonna take a day off today. I do have somebody coming in to pack up eBay and to process some of that mega load that we got. We are gonna have to make some swift sales changes because last weekend we ended up um, way under what we needed to be at. So we have a lot of grounds to make up for this month. We're not trending as much as we were last month. Last month was a really good or a really bad month for us. So now we have to figure out what we can do. And what I'm thinking is Wednesday when we reopen, to reopen with the dot sale, everything priced at $1. Now, keep in mind with this stuff, we're not in this inventory for that much. So $1 will still put us profitable per item. Um, what's going to happen is probably all the $5, $3, and $2 items are going to get sold. And then the dollar items, I'm guessing that those are going to be left behind. But this is kind of like what the bin stores do when they drop their prices throughout the week. We're going to basically just see what kind of traction we can get. Month to date from this load, I think we're at like almost 900 items. So keep in mind, we just got this load a little bit over a week ago. So I kind of feel like that's a good number. But the thing is it needs to be higher with the sales dollar amount attached to that purchase. So the Pure was put down to $3. Now you can see it's coming, the inventory level is going down. The back black is all the toilet paper. What I'm doing is disguising it so our customers don't know that we got a bunch of it. What I'm trying to do is create the urgency. I'm probably not going to sell the toilet paper like I thought at first was going to do that. But I think because what we got left, we don't really have that much left. I think that should just be for our customers. So yeah, so we're gonna change the sale on the dot sale. I'm also thinking about doing clothing for anything that's in the bins. I'm thinking about doing some kind of special with that, and then maybe we can just do something where buy 5 get 1 free, and then maybe these bins can kind of get down a little bit. And then I think what we're going to do in the back, we got all those clothes that are in piles. I think we're going to put those in a bin, and we're going to put barb tags on them, like the colored barb tags that you put on clothes like at the thrift store. And then we're just going to do those for $1. So that's what we're going to be working on over the next week. Keep in mind, we have not a lot of processing power. We have one person that's coming in today to pack up eBay, and she's going to be working, I think, 4 days this week, or yeah, 4 days a week. So that's really, besides her, it's going to be me, it's going to be Kathy. I think somebody else is going to be helping us, and then I'm also going to train my new hire, or my warehouse person that came back. I'm going to train him how to do the processing as well. So basically throughout the week, he's going to work on just helping me get the store all wrapped up and packed up. And after that, he's going to have to start working on processing, and we'll probably teach them the computer with looking items up, as well as printing tags. So that's kind of like my to-do list this week. Not a lot of heavy hitters went out this weekend. I still got the pools, I still got the griddle, I still got the shed. I think we sold like a bistro set and a couple vanities. So that's really what we sold this weekend, heavy hitter wise. All the other sales that we did this weekend was basically all small stuff. So volumes there. Average price per sale is way down, and items are starting to move off the table. As you can see, the piles, it's still a pile, but it's going to be lower, I think, on Wednesday once we open up with that sale. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to figure out because I don't want to get behind and do nothing about this. We didn't get around to changing the prices on everything. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So Tuesday we're gonna come in, and we're gonna spend a day here on the day that we're closed, and we're gonna walk around the store and just see where we can make changes with the prices, because now the Halloween's not moving, because everybody else is putting theirs out there, and I have a feeling that my prices are a little bit too high. So we have to go through this, not on the Christmas, but on the Halloween, start seeing if it makes sense. And then we're gonna start kind of figuring out the Christmas with this stuff here. I think I'm gonna move all this stuff to a different area, and then let me just come back here to show you guys what's on deck with this. So we'll count these. These are all the ones that are filled. Some of them are not filled to the rim, but most of them are. Like this one right here, it's like halfway filled, but pretty much all these are all untouched. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got 9 back here. And then let's see what else we got. So I'm gonna do a count on how many pallets, because we received 26 pallets. There's a pallet over there, so that's 10, 11, 12. So we got 12 pallets out of the 26 left to process. Not bad. I'm actually thinking about doing another purchase today with the same type of load. We're going to check it out and just make sure that we're not going to get duplicates, because this might be a good idea to get these cheap loads and just blow it out. Use that to drive traffic, because everybody's been really happy with the Target stuff, and the prices that we have. So that's a good sign. Again, it's not a heavy hitter, but it is something to bring the customers into the store. And then once they come into the store, then they can see if there's anything else that they like. So the trick is get them in the door, get everything priced where they can't refuse. And yeah, these anti-gravity chairs, I'm not sure why these are still here. That's a killer deal, because it's a 10% off that. So basically 98 bucks, 10% off, you get 2 chairs. Yeah, so I'm kind of confused why that's still here. I'm going to go over to the eBay. There's 14 orders that need to be packed up. Those are not going to get packed up by me today. That's going to be, my processor is going to come in and give me a day off. I'm basically coming in today just to do the video, and I did get a new phone over the weekend, so I'm trying to get all that set up as well. So just to give you an example of what this area looks like, this guy right here has a stain on it. You can kind of see it. So we don't know if it's superficial or not. We don't have any duplicates of this one, so we text them through eBay and ask them if they would take a discount or if they want to cancel their order. So I figured out that that's the best way of doing it, so you don't get it against your numbers with your performance. If you text somebody, if there's an issue with an eBay sale, and if you text somebody and you offer them like an alternative solution, you can always ask, let me know if this is okay, or if you would like to cancel your order. And then once you go to, if they don't want it and they want to cancel the order, you cancel it, say customer requested, and that does not go against your numbers. So that's something that we 100% follow, with integrity. We basically will take the fall if something that we can't resolve, or get a response by time it needs to be shipped out. But that's the best way to do it, guys. If you have situations where you can't fulfill the order, see if you can get a cancellation request from the customer, to avoid being penalized. So yeah, I'm gonna walk back here. This is our tech bay. I have these to test here, so that's going to be something during the week. We're going to test those, get those on the floor. We got to get this converted to a sale. These have not been purchased, but this is one of my regular customers that asked me to put these aside. I do have a pallet of salt back there with all that stuff on there, so that's going to go on the sales floor. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of just tidy up this area back here and get it a little bit cleaner. So it's a work in progress. There's always these little nuisances that you have to take care of every week to keep a nice nice processing area or staging area. So that's what we try to do, is we try to keep everything going. So okay, so like some kind of uh, situation came up with the um, with one of the employees that has some of the um, let's see here. They got some stuff here. The one of the employees that left. We gotta pack some stuff up so somebody can pick up the items left behind that were purchased. So that's something that's going to happen this week, where the one of the employees that left us is going to come pick up their stuff, and then after that, that should wrap up that situation. So yeah, not really dealing with too much this week, except for low sales from last week. Lots of grounds to catch up. It seems like it's going to be pretty quiet around here with not as many employees. I'm wondering how my productivity and Kathy's productivity is going to be affected, because we have to cover breaks, we have to cover lunches, and then basically with that we also got to pick up the slack for where those employees were processing before, but now they're not. And then we're going to see how that goes, because that dropping labor costs due to people going back to school is going to help, but it's also going to hurt us. So keep that in mind when you're planning for holidays and stuff like that. Make sure that you have enough employees, because what we don't want to do is have this store full of people and no one to service them. So that would not be good. That's not a lot of heavy hitters here where we got to lift up heavy things. I mean, we got these vanities, we got the fridge, these cantilever things. I mean, everything's on pallets, like I said, so it's easy to move the stuff around. So when somebody buys something, most of the time they help us load it. But we're really the only people in the area that have a store that you don't have to ask to have your stuff loaded. A lot of places you gotta request that, but we offer that as part of the experience. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We do want to see this channel succeed, and I want to make sure that everybody that's getting into this business just has an idea of what day-to-day operations look like. Some of the tidbits of buying pallets and stuff like that, pallets and truckloads. Just kind of keep in mind, this business right now is not the type of business to get into. I know that you think that there's a lot of money to be made, and there probably is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, with all the people joining this industry, discount stores are popping up everywhere. Discount stores are failing everywhere. We're not one of the ones that are doing really well right now, and I'm pretty much attributing it to a lot of things. There was a couple of bad buys that we did last year that are still affecting us. I believe $80,000 worth of inventory was purchased through 2 loads that we bought, and we're still sitting on that inventory just because the inventory that was given to us was not good inventory. So yeah, $80,000, guys. That's a pretty tough pill to swallow, and don't think that it's not going to happen to you. I'm seeing loads every day that are out there that are available that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, and a lot of the loads are actually being positioned as good loads, and just by my experience, and what I know, what customers buy and what they don't buy, is very very bad loads out there that I've seen, that basically I know I can get them cheaper, and that's the biggest thing. You can get those loads, but if you're going to be paying top dollar for them, just remember, how long does it take to get your capital back, and how long are you going to be sitting on inventory? How long does it take to process it when it turns into a high piece? What's your volume look like? Like what kind of volume do you have every day in your store? So those are kind of things you got to kind of watch out for. We're kind of lucky to have enough traffic, but not enough traffic, and if that makes sense. So we got enough people coming in to make it so we don't have a goose egg every day, but not enough traffic to that's coming in that's actually buying the stuff, and leaving with the heavy hitters. So I think that probably this week would be a good idea to post some of the stuff on Marketplace again, update our postings, get something where it's all fresh, and then see if we can get that algorithm going. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to work on. And then do a couple sales with the the dollar items, the bin items, and then do something with the clothes. I'm not sure about the small appliances yet, just because we got the 10% off and then the other 10% that stacks on it. So I'm not sure if it's time to drop this pricing, because everything here is under half retail. So we just got to be careful with that. There's a lot of capital sitting here. We can't just give this away, but we'll see how it goes, because the holiday season's coming. Everybody's going to be all fresh for um, for the Black Friday. Black Friday is not that far away. Every day for us is technically Black Friday, because we give the deals that you don't have to wait for. So yeah, if you have any comments or any questions, drop a line. If you wanted to contact me, just let me know. I haven't had anybody reach out, so I'm not sure if these videos are beneficial. I do know that we're going to continue to do them. We're going to continue to document this process of the store closing. Right now, we're not really in any desperation mode, but it's going to probably happen pretty soon. So I'll keep you guys informed on that when it becomes time where it's basically like um, you know either we're gonna be able to make it through the month or we're not. So I'm not sure at this point if that's the case. I do know that there is a shortfall coming. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.